Oh, because I have kind of passion to learn English as soon as possible because I have to handle the English person. I have to tackle those kind of people, right? So that's the reason I am fighting with myself with my language English. So right now, car is very cheap. Each and every person having car right now, I think so. And each and everywhere traffic is there. So I thought car is going to very cheap. Yes, right, right. No, the point is that person have capacity earlier to take a vehicle for two wheeler, but right now his living standard is going up, and he and she have got courage to take a car. So the car, the kind of user of car very high right now in India also. If you're talking about metropolitan city like Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Hyderabad, so various n number of car is going to source day by day. So I am and the also banking industry, so I also can observe that. So day by day, Maruti is also having various observation or बोलते हैं kind of research and development is going on day by day, and he is launching various model of car also. So I think the people car purchasing kind of ability is high right now. So maybe that is the one reason to have traffic each and every corner.
Yes. Namaste, sir.
Namaste. How are you all?
Yes, sir. I'm fine, sir.
Welcome, welcome all of you, sir.
Yeah, I see only two of you. What's going on? Even Friday is not very good attendance in the evening.
Because sir, me,
This
Pankaj sir, just wanted to learn English, kind of having persistence or consistency, right? Because I don't know, people should have mentality also, right?
Yeah,
Punctuality also.
yeah.
So
I saw you guys talking about the car problem right now. We should follow Singapore. Singapore, even in Beijing, they all tax heavily. Whatever you have the market price, but there is a local community tax, and that is how they are controlling the vehicles, so that you know um, there is you have to pay a very heavy price if you really want to own a vehicle in big cities like that. So maybe something to think about, because yes, I mean, a traffic problem is terrible in India. Parking problem is equally bad. There's no adequate parking. Like in this country, all the shopping centers, they are required to have a parking lot. If you see any store, they will have in front of them a parking spot. You go to pizza place, or you go to McDonald's, or you go to any other store, there is expectation that when you develop your business center, you have parking spots. So suppose if somebody is renting the business areas, that complex, the commercial real estate company would develop in such a way that there is plenty of parking space. So that is not a problem here. Parking is there. Also, there is a very good parking system for the government offices in front of them. Then also you have for commuters. Like for example, many people are, let's say for example, I don't know much about Bombay, but let's say that a lot of people are coming from different area, I assume, to work in Bombay. Same thing here in New York City. So basically, they have many, many points on the way, like 1 hour, 2 hour drive, where people can come and then have a shared drive from a particular collection point. So everybody comes. So government has come up with those share point parking places, state governments normally, and you come there, and then either there is a public bus from there commuting all the time, so there can be bunch of people going in the bus to your destination, or somebody will do the carpool. Carpool means like four more than two people are sharing the car, something like that. So these are the measures we have to take, and the best model is like European model, like Holland and many European countries. People prefer to just bike on the street, and they go on the Amsterdam is very famous for that. Amsterdam hub. A lot of people, they like to have their own bike, and they use bike to go to work. So unfortunately, I saw in India that pedestrian and bike riders have a hard time to get the space on the road a lot now. That's not good.
Right. Even though bike rider having different kind of perspective, maybe the kind of they are checking over limit kind of bike speed.
Yeah,
So maybe that would be the one reason where various accident is also going on.
yeah,
And second thing, if we're talking about that, the parking or that the traffic jam, so maybe for the government or kind of personal entity also have different income source, other income
yeah,
source from parking itself also.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, the problem is that India, the government systems are not working very efficiently. That is the problem, and I don't know how that can be changed. They, I think that government employees should also be just like hire and fire them now. They should be fired if they don't function their job. That's the only way. Or they should follow the U.S. model that government contract everything. Do you know that U.S. government doesn't make anything on its own? There is no factory owned by U.S. government. There is no railway owned by U.S. government. There is no airlines owned by U.S. government. There is no um, um, uh, defense equipment factory owned by government. So, and then still the US is number one in defense and in science and technology. How they do it? So, I mean, this can be done. You don't see here. You call any office in this country. There is, like, for example, I give you one example. I have called Madhubani SP office several times. Nobody picks up a phone. If that happens here, that police officer will be fired immediately, or you know uh, 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 I mean, there will be tremendous pressure to fire him immediately, or suspend him and then do the investigation, so he will be out of job most likely. If uh, if suppose some if some because there will be charge of neglect of duty. If there is a neglect of duty such severe that maybe somebody, he didn't pick up the phone, and then there was a fight and somebody killed, somebody will bring the lawsuit, and then he will be jailed for by handcuff, because I mean, in the shooting case recently, like police force was supposed to arrive. They were few minutes late, 2 3 minutes late in arriving. There was a lot of hue and cry. That's why they were 3 4 minutes late. They could, if they have come like 2 minutes early, they could have saved few girls, few kids. So we have in India right now a long way to go. Um, I would say that cut. I see in India like people want government job, people want everything. Why they do that? One, the very simple reason, because you don't have to do any work, and then you get free money, and then you have all the vacations, and then you have, no responsibility at all. You enjoy your life as soon as you get the government for next 30, 40 years. This is what is killing India. And um, and for government inefficiency, we the middle class are paying for it by our taxes. So you and I are losing money, basically, because we are not getting anything benefit out of the government. They tax us, tax us, tax us to death, and that's what is happening right now. So we all must fight for privatization of the government properties, businesses. India has a wrong notion that bringing under government organization things become better. Wrong, completely wrong. Very simple thing. Do you work better for yourself, or do you work better when you go to work for somebody else? Tell me. Anybody can say that you work better for the others? No.
No, sir. No, sir. No,
No.
definitely no.
No. So that's what it is. When you go for government work, basically, do you care uh, if the people are fighting? Suppose a SP from SP in Madhubani is from, let's call it, Nalanda district of Bihar. He is not from Madhubani. There is a fight going on in the every village in right now for land and dispute and all that. And he gets called. People, since government require them that everybody SP should have a phone number and you can call. You call that, hey, there is a potential fight happening in my village. You please come and investigate. Otherwise, there can be some bloodshed. They don't care. I have tried myself. I told you that I called Madhubani office several times and I never got any reply. I sent them the email several times, never got any reply. So suppose if they are ignoring people like you and me who are also equally accomplished in the professional career in different fields. I mean, IAS, IPS are not any better than us. What they are nothing but a clerk there also. That's what their job is if they do the job. But they think they are Raja and Maharaja. So, and on the other hand, I mean, we have accomplished our things in different areas. So I don't consider them any better than us in any respect. They are just like us. They are professional. They choose. Nobody asked them to be a servant. Seva. Government service is actually the seva. If you take place yourself to become the servant of the government, then you do it. If you don't, then you are a gunda, because you take advantage of that service to profit yourself. So that is what is happening in the Indian government system. And that's why parking lot, I mean, what in this country, they are constantly they watching the traffic, and as soon as the traffic increases to certain threshold, then they will do something about it. Either expand the road or have a side road or do something about it. Nobody cares in India. And I thought that this is only Bihar, but looks like whole country is like that. Is that right? I mean, every place the government ministers are fighting and fighting and fighting. That's why I say that British style parliamentary system we borrowed is wrong for India. It didn't work. It didn't help. We should have copied the American style. Do you know how many ministers we have in a state level? You want to know?
28 states in our country, sir. So,
Oh, okay. You have 28 states, right? But how
yeah.
many ministers each state had?
Chief
30,
Minister,
40, right?
Chief Minister is one, but Minister is allowed, sir.
Yeah, so chief ministers is one, but how many ministers? Just give me the answer. Maybe 15 or 20 at least in every state.
Yes.
And
Just
then everybody wants,
minimum,
and,
minimum
and what is
15.
what is going on the goal? There are two things happening there all the time. Either they want to topple the government, or everybody wants to become the chief minister, right? and
Yes.
and and then
Right.
once you become the chief minister, then you want to become prime minister. Right now, I see that Mamta Banerjee, Nitish Kumar, they are all trying to become prime minister. Right? So, and what is going on the goal? There are two things happening there all the time. Either they want to topple the government, or everybody wants to become the chief minister, right? And then once you become the chief minister, then you want to become prime minister. Right now, I see that Mamta Banerjee, Who else? Kejriwal, Telangana Chief Minister. I see.
Yogi Sarkar.
Huh? Yeah.
Yogi Sarkar.
Yogi, yes. So they all are fighting to become your next prime minister, right? So this is what is happening in the government job. The top positions, they are not working for you. They are just working for themselves, and they're taking advantage of the time which you and I have sent them to do, because they have the chair. I mean, Nitish Kumar cannot fix the Bihar, but he wants to become the prime minister. Why? Because it just satisfies his ego. That's all. Everybody wants to do that one. So same thing happens, that the job you assign them to do, they don't want to do that one. They want to do something different, and everybody is doing the same thing. For example, like I know that people take 3 4 attempts to become an IAS. I mean, this is so ridiculous. Nobody should. One time chance. One, there should be only one chance for uh, I mean, just like it's those kind of examination systems we have in India is just a waste of time. There is no such examination in this country. And do you think this country is functioning any lower than the India? There is no IS IPS here. And talking about the ministers, I was telling you that how much we spend on IAS, IPS, and ministers in India right now. The most of our income goes in their maintenance, their salary, their building, their like. There is a competition who has the highest level of government provided security. G, what are those things? G and Y. I heard of several of them. That, like, I was watching a news that um, what was that? Tejasvi Yadav got some kind of G coverage or something by the Bihar state government. So Bihar state is paying for his G coverage. And then BJP government has given some coverage to some some Mallah, I don't know what is his name, VIP party chief. And then Kuswaha, he just become an independent party, and but he is against the JDU and for the BJP. So BJP central government provided him also some kind of G or X or Y coverage. So holy cow, why this? I mean, uh, why these guys have to be? This has become a status symbol. There should not be. They are just like in you. If they need coverage, why can't I get the coverage as a taxpayer? Who is going to why his security is why Neta's security is more important than the security of a common person. There is no special security in this country to anybody except the president. That's it. President has a special coverage, like we see it for their local level leaders in India. So that is a huge waste. If you are not even popular among your own people, you cannot safely walk among on your people, then how good are you? So this is the parking problem is a huge one in India. It's increasing. Like yesterday, we were talking pollution. It has to be controlled, because if we don't have a space, India is a very small country, and if you have to start parking places, I mean, I don't know how we are going to manage in big cities. What are
Correct.
what are the solutions? What are the solutions you guys think are there for parking problem?
Sir, actually, India is a small country, but in population, second highest country in the world, sir.
Yeah,
That's why the major big problem.
yeah. Because oh no, Allah ki den hai na. Because Allah gives the children. What can you do? You
Yes,
don't have
yes.
to do anything. So this is the problem. You have to
So,
convince people how to produce less children, uh, and for that you have to educate them. You have to do a lot of things. You have to make them middle class. Then only they know that how expensive are the children. You and I know it, right? We all know, those who have children, how expensive it is to raise children. Uh, but poor people, they don't. And so India's poverty is government is encouraging poor people to have, you know, a lot more things, like, in fact, they are helping in crime. Like if, like in Bihar, if a poor people grab your land and build a hut on it, you cannot, uh, uh, you can keep fighting 30, 40, 50 years, and you cannot evict them. Can you believe? So what is the incentive for people to buy the land? And this can happen to any plot of your land. If it is in Patna, like city, and suppose you have a two kata whole life working in Bombay and Calcutta, you have put together some money for that, you will have a house in your retirement, and you have, and then you come, now you are almost at the verge of retirement, so you come one day to start construction, and you find that there is already hut there, somebody else is living on your land. And then when you go to police station, police will not do anything. Simply, most likely they will not register your case also. And then now you have to fight pillar to post. You can go to the court, but court doesn't do anything. It will, course will drag for 40, 50 years. I have a couple of examples. My father has started a fight, court fight. Same thing happened in one of my land. He died. Case is still going on, because what happened is that, we own the case, but then, on winning the case doesn't mean anything. They just, opposition, they just filed a appeal, and now they are getting tariq after tariq. We are, both sides are getting, and nothing is happening. So everybody knows that, how to, what are the loopholes. So you cannot evict them. Government doesn't punish them. It was not it. I mean, the guys who forcibly built a hut or say something on my land, government did not consider that it was a crime. Basically, uh, all it told me, in the judgment, that, well, that land belonged to us. So, but how I'm going to get the land? That is the question. I want possession of my land. I have been paying the malgujari for it, but no, this is your land, but how I get, evicted, that will be now another lawsuit I have to do, separate lawsuit. And in the meantime, the other guy, he went and brought another, appeal to higher level court, whatever you have system. So basically, you can go to the lower court, then district court, then high court, and then Supreme Court. How many generations it will take for a decision for a small piece of land? So people give up. They are now fed up. Best thing they think is that, that's why there is so much palayan from Bihar. That Bihar is out of control. We should get out of here. And I hope that other states are better functioning than Bihar. Anyway, Pankaj, do you have any special topic for today? Sorry, I diverted the discussion too much in one direction.
Yes, actually, today our topic is our hometown.
Ah, so then it's okay.
And sir, you are diverted in right path.
Yes, 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 sir.
Yeah. So, yeah,
By
so
the way, sir,
hometown.
namaste. Good evening.
Namaste. Yeah, so my hometown is, I'll just say a little bit about it. I think I one time I shared little pictures a couple of days back. So my hometown is Madhubani district, very nice village, a lot of trees, a lot of ponds. Uh, I grew up in my village and studied in Madhubani, my high school, Watson School. So I really enjoyed. I know many, many days, about 3, 4 miles away from my village, this my school hostel where I used to live. Many, many times I had to walk because, I didn't have a bicycle. If rickshaw was too expensive, then I would say, okay, I'll just walk. It will take about an hour and a half to walk. So I have walked that much to go to my hostel on the weekends. and and then when become little like senior, then I got my bike also. So the road was empty all the time, no traffic. Pretty much once in a while you see some vehicle, four-wheelers. And now if you go, pedestrian have hard time walking, bicycle men have hard time walking. Only the motorbike people have smartly figure out how to go in between. I see them, the most successful vehicle riders, and then other people are all struggling. There's always traffic jam. So this is what was my last year's experience there. And I said, "Holy cow, this is uh, uh, this is not good. So much pollution. Everybody is wasting their gas, um, waiting for traffic to clear when we have so much expensive gases." And that's what my observation was. So that's my hometown. Okay, Madhuvani, tell, you guys can now take over from here. I'll put myself on mute.
Actually, sir, I visited only Darbhanga, not visited in Madhubani, sir. Sorry, due to some cause.
Almost same kind of district.
Yes, Vibhuti, Amarnath, sir, right
Yes,
now
Pankaj sir.
present. So today our topic is hometown. So please continue.
Okay, sir. So my hometown is located in Bihar. Name is a small village in Madhubani district. Do you like your hometown? Yes, I love to spend time with my home village because of main reason is nature, family, and even many kind of connections from the birth time. So that is the main reason. And do you often visit your hometown? Yes, mostly I visit my hometown in, I mean, 6 month of period. I mean, after 6 months, I live in my college. Then I come back into my hometown for spend few days or even for a month. And the next point is, what is your hometown like? Actually, my hometown, my village is like very like every second family is migrated from that village for job and the other kind of reason, mainly because of job. Because in my village, I don't think any kind of I don't see any kind of uh, I mean any kind of industries or even any earning source are not available. So that's why all the people have to leave their hometown. So this kind of situation in my hometown. And for cultural reason, Madhuban, I mean my home, and even Madhubani is famous for the sweet language Mathili, and the most widely famous painting is called Mithila painting. And the other thing is many kind of festival, and the one of the most famous thing from Mithila is called Jawar, right? So I think all those kind of things always going in my village. So it I love to spend time in my hometown, but due to and I and right now situation is going to very changed. Like I don't think I mean most people are not really supportive. That's the reality I saw in my village. And the other thing is, if you are going to do something better, then they just mock. I mean, uh, they just make fun behind you, most of them, and only few of them really wanted to uh, like real I mean real motivation. I mean only few are motivate me, and most of them are just kind of making this that, I mean very other kind of questions, and they just say, hey, why you are doing this, and this is not really relevant for nowadays, and many kind of thing. So literally I would like to say, yes, I love my hometown because of the my family and the culture, but I don't like the society. It's my personal opinion. And the other thing is, and the other point is, w- uh, what is there for what is there for okay, what is the oldest place in your hometown? Oldest place. Okay. Yes, I have in my village one famous pond is called Barki Pokhar, and it's a very famous in within area because of the beautiful nature view and the awesome and the very peaceful uh, moment all the time, and all the time uh, in especially in the summer season, people used to sit there and spend time at that place because of the peaceful, I mean peaceful time. Okay. And the other point is, so my in my village, Barki Pokhar, I mean one pond is known as Barki Pokhar, is the most oldest place, I think, but I'm not sure. And what is there for a foreigner to do or see in your hometown? I think because of different cultural uh, reason, they experience different kind of mathil culture and the other thing is only only if any foreigner visit my home town or in my village, they see all the tiny, I mean tiny market and चौक चौराहा को क्या बोला जाता है सर? चौराहा, if anyone wanted,
As
can
like
anyone?
chalk.
Chalk, yes, but in English. Okay, so chalk, I mean only, I mean they can see, or more, I mean some people sit on the bench and then just enjoy the tea and just talk and the conversation about politics and other kind of thing. So this kind of situation they will see if he or she visited in my if any foreigner visited in my village, then they will say this kind of thing. And the other point is, how could your hometown be improved? Yes, I think the main, okay, so main thing is people, I mean most, I see the most of people just they forgetting their root. I mean not, I think not even a single person are interested to know about the real culture. I mean very few are present, and I mean everyone is just forgetting their root. So this kind of thing is not really good thing, and this thing should be improved in my village. And the other thing is, for the income reason, it's very difficult to survive because only if you are, if you are going to um, if you want to make earn money, then you have to move another city. It's very difficult to earn money in my hometown. So I think, yes, for earning source, government should provide any kind of facilities like, but it's kind of impossible thing. So I don't know. And has your hometown changed much since you were a child? Yes, I saw a little difference when I was a child and nowadays. When I was child, then I saw many people. Uh, grow together and just many people help together more than now. Now everyone is selfish. I mean, not really wanted to help anyone or uh, not really interfere, but mostly they interfere in the wrong thing, not in the right. When someone in any obstacle, then they didn't wanted to get out of it, and they just wanted to धक्का मार के उसी में मतलब गिराना चाहते हैं, just like that. And so this kind of thing I saw. So it's a kind of very society is a very kind negative I saw in my village. And the other point is there good public transportation in your hometown? Yes, in my village we have good transportation. uh, like auto is always running on the road. So yes, I can say, yeah, good transportation is available in my village. And the other point, and some buses are all buses are going. So yes, this kind of transportation uh, vehicle are available in my village. And the other point is, do you think your hometown is good place to bring up children? Um, I think if I say as a global at a global level, then I would always like to say no, never be a good place to grow up, to bring up children. It's not a good place for bring up a children for a global reason. But I think exception exist all the time. But I would never say this place is good place to bring up children. So these are my point. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so
Thank
much, Vibhuti. Really, absolutely. You have make points such wonderful. So Vivek sir,
Thank you.
Vivek ji not joined. I think in his area electricity problem. That's why the
so
reason Sudhanshu was also left due to less battery charge of mobile.
okay. So Sumit Kumar ji, do you know?
Yes, Sumit ji is now live. So Sumit
Okay.
ji, today our topic is hometown. So please say something regarding our topic hometown. And if possible, then first of all, please share us your introduction also because you are new, so it will be good for you also. Sumit ji, please unmute and say something. Sumit ji,
Sumit ji, can you introduce yourself?
first of all, please unmute first of all. I think so. Prem, please say something regarding today's topic hometown.
Yes, am I audible to you?
Yes, yes.
Good, good, good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pankaj sir. Thank you so much, all of you. So first of all, we know about your hometown. hometown basically from your bottom of your heart, because hometown is something where you come from, right? So you should never be forget, because the soul and soul connection will be there. So if you're talking about my hometown, I am from Darbhanga district, and my the village is Tumol village. So it's Tumol in our kind of district. Two Tumol is there. One is Katra Tumol, or different Tumol is also known as different Tumol kind of thing. So maybe if I am talking to any people saying that I am from Tumol, so in their mind, sometimes confusing which Tumol you are from, right? So I don't think you also aware about that kind of village. So it's all about nearby, Benipur or Alinagar, Asapur, Benipur, Alinagar kind of thing. So if I'm talking about the very beautiful place I'm from, and so if I'm talking about, do you like your hometown? Yes, I always like to go there for vacation sometime, to enjoy their life, to meet my kind of relative who already stay there, doing well in their farming sector, doing well. Their kind of setup is also there. So some people, I thought, had mindset in their mind also to live in hometown alone, with various opportunities, kind of business over there. Some people are also carrying their gas agency. Some people carrying their different part of the grocery store, wholesale wala grocery store. So if you have such a good opportunities, or people also into that field to earn various money out of it. So this kind of opportunity is also available there. And if I am talking about the point kind of thing, like what is your 1 minute, what is your oldest place in your hometown? So the various place in my hometown, kind of Shiva Mandir, kind of Mahadev Mandir, where one kind of river is there. And so so along with Shiva Mandir, there were kind of Durga, kind of Kali Mandir is also already inaugurated there. So such a beautiful, where in Kali Puja, very auspicious, various mela, various fair kind of thing, various shop will be also inaugurated. Such a beautiful, where some people is also coming from different village to take enjoyment over there, even though to take mercy of the Kali Ma. And there were kind of program also, various program from you are aware about orchestra is very famous in village, right? Sometime people will coming from the whole night roaming here and there to see which orchestra is big good, which orchestra is give us the more pleasure. So this kind of mentality is going in the youngster mind when this festival will be there. If I'm talking about the point kind of thing, which kind of how could your hometown be improved. So even though if you're talking about your hometown, so you can't imagine such a hometown is you can compare hometown as which right now you are living metropolitan city. You can't compare. So various lacking is there, various improvement need to there. So even though their local what you can say mukhia, right, kind of thing is there. So mukhia is also having various fund 5 crore in the financial kind of 5 year time span. So you also have various plan in their mind to develop the home, develop the house, road, and kind of various such a kind of improvement wala fundamental is also going on. So where is more improvement need to there? Even though some people when become a mukhia na, so people will keep money in their pocket instead of making development. So this kind of scenario or mentality is also there. So that's the reason is always, even the government, central government, even the state government encouraging various fund for various programs. So the actual the ground root development is not there. So that is the point lacking in the village also. Not for my village, I am observing various villages facing same problem. So apart from that, if I will talk about as your hometown change, since your yes, yes, definitely various changes there. Even though hometown, if I went there 10 years ago, so and if I am visiting right now, so various changes there. So various improvement is also there. Last so kind of improvement about the road, improvement about the electricity, improvement about kind of various yojana by the government is inaugurated also. So definitely changes is going on, but slowly, right? And if I'm talking about, do you think? Hmm. So right now, if I'm talking about education, right? So basic primary goal for living in hometown for the parent who actually have in their mind, because education is his first priority, right? So actually, education is not education system is not there in the village. Even though you are placed to your children to good hostel or good school English medium, so you think about the English medium teacher is also coming from your village, might be nearby your village, right? So their education is also belonging to your locality. So overall, if you wanted to have such money or such a facility in your mind to you place your children to good education system, so you can't expect in that locality, in that district also doesn't have good facilities over there. So various improvement need to there. So that's the reason various what you can say migration is going on right now. So it's all about my village and various place in my village to really good thing you should visit always. You should have such kind of good facility. In my childhood, I used to go to there for playing cricket or playing various activities also there. So even though there were kind of what you can say, river is also there, because various people is you earlier time used to have such kind of mentality to first go to the river for your what you can say bath, take a bath, then pray to God, right? So this kind of thing is also there. So even though still people is also following, so it's good. It's all about my village. Thank you.
Thank you, Prem. You provide a beautiful idea regarding your hometown. So now once again, I request to Sumit, please say something about our today topic hometown, and also share us your a small introduction also, because you are new, so it will be good for you. Yes, Sumit. Yes, Sumit, please say something. Sumit, any problem?
Sir,
Yes, please say something about yourself. And today,
sir,
yes,
my name is Sumit Kumar. My father name is Pramod Thakur. I am from Bihar. I am 17 year old. I am just 12th pass out students.
so in 12th, which subject? Science means biology or mathematics?
Science, mathematics.
Mathematics. Oh. So Sumit, today our topic is hometown. So please say something about this. Can you share me the name of your hometown? Sumit, please say something. All we are learners, Sumit. So
Yes, yes, Sumit sir, don't be hesitate.
yes,
We
yes.
also are here to encourage you, to help you. So if you have any hesitation, if you have any question in your mind, so you also can ask in Hindi also. So the point is that you should start first.
Yeah, yeah, you can mix Hindi, Maithili, Bhojpuri, English, all if you have difficulty. But try to speak. That's the whole idea. Don't be shy. Okay, looks like he's
Sumit, you are listening na right now. Sumit, you are busy right now because after
Yes, sir.
12th exam, 12th pass out, right now you are busy or you are free.
I am free.
Yes, so please say something regarding your hometown. What's the
My
name of? Yes, yes, Sumit, please speak.
my hometown is Muzaffarpur.
Okay, how far it's from your home? What's the distance between your home to hometown?
Uh, my home and hometown's distance 4 5 kilometers.
Okay, that's good. So if you know anything regarding your hometown, then also please share. Yes, Sumit. What's you see in your hometown? Any idea?
Sorry, sir.
Okay, okay, no issue. Thanks. Thanks, Sumit. But try to speak. Yes, listening is
Yes,
good
sir.
habit, but speaking is also for practice need to speak little bit.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Nirdos, please say something regarding today topic, hometown. Yes, Nirdos.
Hello everyone, and thank you so much, sir, for giving this beautiful topic to introduce myself and introduce my hometown also. So, I am belong from Bihar, that is located eastern part of India, and my district name is Darbhanga, and my village name is Kotra. Uh, yeah, and so the question is, do you like your hometown? Yeah, I like much my hometown, and I think everybody likes their hometown because their whole they because they have lots of memory about their hometown, and I have also lots of story and memory about since my child when I was child, and at that time I spent lots of time in my hometown. So yeah, I visited. I try to visit every years, but last few years the situation was different, so that's why I uh, can't visit. I couldn't visit my hometown, but recently last month I visited over there. And another question is, what is your hometown like? So I like everything in my hometown, their environment and their people, and their love and their speaking. And I like farming. So whenever I visit, I try to invest my time on my farm. So I like everything in my hometown. And what is the oldest place in your hometown? Yeah, my family has a well, and my family said a story about the well, that well made by my grandfather, who was who was businessman, and who was at that time in 15 17 1970s. Yeah, at that time they were very rich, they were businessmen. So that's why that time my village faced lots of problem for drinking water. So my grand father was able to made that well. And right now my family take over that well and take care as a good way, because right now nobody want to drink water on the well, because right now water availability is very easy. Everybody has, you know, their own like null. They have everybody their own null, so they do not use from that water. But I take over that well as my grandfather father nishani. So, and I spend lots of time when I was childhood. I do bath everything on that well. So I have lots of memory about well, that's why I take care as a good way. So I like that. And what is there for a foreigner to do or see in your hometown? So yeah, my hometown has many things that is uh, that's why the foreigners should visit over there. I have my district name is Darbhanga, and Darbhanga has a one of the best second red fort. India has two red forts. All people are know about only one red fort. That was that is Lal Killa. But second red fort is available in my hometown. That is the name is Maharaja in Darbhanga. Darbhanga Maharaj. But the problem is that their government do not, uh, uh, do not focus on tourism. That's why the reason today they're that they do not take care good way right now. So that's why the reason many people don't know about that red forts and greenery and farming. So I think there many things in my state, in my village has a very good river. The river name is Bagmati. Just nearest beside uh, and that river has available water whole years. So I think the that and when I was childhood, I spent lots of time, and I uh, took bath many time in on that river. So that's why the reason uh, a foreigner should visit my hometown. And the another question is, how could your hometown be improved? So yeah, improvement is most important, because and day by day everything is improving. But there are many things that should improvement is most important. The first thing is education, and second thing uh, uh, industrialization, because right now many people, they go another state and for their job. So that's why the reason I think these things must improvement. And second, has your hometown changed much since since you were a child. Yeah, uh, because when I was childhood at that time, that time there many things people faced problem, but right now there are many things improve, but many things that is not improve. So one of the I saw in the problem in my hometown, the speaking problem, many students they are educated but they have no speaking skill. So I think that things should improvement is most important, because public speaking is most important. The public speaking is, I think today is everything, because I know we are no first impression is last impression. So their student are not they have no knowledge. How can they how can they you know showing their self? So there that's the biggest problem right now. So the another question is uh, 1 minute. The another question is there are good public transport in your hometown? Yeah, if you see when I was childhood at that time, their transportation is not good. But right now I see as much as a requirement transportation is good, because their uh, roads and everything is uh, compared to old time and now, so everything is improving. But the requirement when you see metro city and another city, and then I compare my hometown, so their improvement is uh, very need, very their improvement requirement is very uh, so this is the uh, problem. And the another question is, do you think your hometown is good for bring up a children? Oh, yes. Their environment is good. Their right now education ways, if I talking about. So when I was childhood at that time, a school and education at that time not available. They're not much, but right now education are very improving. Education sector are very improving in my village. My village has intermediate school, but when I was child that time only middle school available. So if you see compare with my childhood time at today, so I see biggest different. And yeah, their environment is uh, very good for children also. So thank you so much, Pankaj sir, and thank you so much, Amar sir, for giving this beautiful time to introduce myself in front of you. Over to Pankaj.
Thank you, Nirdos. You provide us a lot of idea regarding your hometown. And now I want to say something regarding today's topic, hometown. So actually, my village name is Galimpur, and district name is East Champaran. But luckily, my village to district distance is 80 kilometer. So my hometown, I like we utilize Muzaffarpur also, because Muzaffarpur to my village distance is only 35 kilometer. So practically maximum people utilize Muzaffarpur, and only legal work need to go to East Champaran, means Motihari district. So after 10th, I also went to Muzaffarpur, and Muzaffarpur is situated in the bank of Budhi Gandak. And in Muzaffarpur, one university, Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar Bihar University, is also available in Muzaffarpur. LS College is also very famous in Muzaffarpur city. And Muzaffarpur lychee is also famous in the world, I think. Muzaffarpur lychee is very famous. And in temple, Garib Nath temple, Shivaji old temple is also very famous in Muzaffarpur, the center of city. And in market, Sutapati market is famous in Muzaffarpur. I think a lot of cloth distributed in Bihar through Sutapati market. It's also near about tower, Muzaffarpur tower. Yes, and one thing also I want to say in Muzaffarpur, Machar is also very big issue. I think in ancient time and right now also, mosquito is very big problem in city. No any person sleep without machardani like. So this is a really very big challenge in Muzaffarpur city. But if we compare ancient time means when I was child and nowadays, so electricity problem and road, this type of thing is now okay. So we really good feel regarding hometown. I
Very
think
good.
yes sir.
Everybody got chance to talk. Anybody left? I think
No
everybody
sir.
got it.
Now sir, all person done one by one.
All right. I'm going to share some stuff for you. My
Yes.
home in USA and my home in my village. Would you like to see the pictures of both?
Sure sir.
Okay. All right. So let me see where is the share button. Pankaj Jha is presenting. So you have to stop presenting
Stop.
right now.
Yes sir. Now I
Yeah.
stop presenting sir.
Okay. So let me do one entire screen first. All right. So this one share. All right. So I'm going to share it now on screen. You guys should be able to see my screen now. Let's start with first my uh, Bharat home. Okay. So I have put together the Google Earth so that it will be easy for all of us to see. And let me make it a little bit Madhubani. I want to show you the where is the Madhubani. So where is Madhubani? Still not showing up. Means I have to go far. So Madhubani is the district headquarter for us. And here is the Madhubani, and we are north of that. And so now I'll zoom a little bit to my what are the major place nearby our hometown is Madhubani. My home block is Rajnagar here, and then Khajoli is on the north side. Where do you see that Khajoli? And then this way will be Jayanagar. If you want to go to Nepal from this side, you can go from here also from Jayanagar. So that's very. So now let me zoom a little bit to my village. You get the idea about where the Madhubani is. And now I take you to my village here. So in my village, uh, let's zoom it. Okay, first thing to tell you is that this is the road which goes here to Karamoli, and this is the road. Also, it goes to Khajoli. So this village is kind of situated on that crossroad. And before that, our village of Sripati, there is a village called Belhawar. If you take this road, this is Belhawar. If you take that, not this one. There is further to the south. Have to make it a little bit. Yeah, this is the Belhawar here. If you go this way, you can go to Rajnagar and Babu Bari and all that. So and so this is my village, and we have one very old temple called Dumanta Mandir and Dumanta Chowk, which is it famous for. And then also nearby is Gauri Shankar Rajeswara Sthan Mandir. That's also very famous, which is on the west side of that. And what else I wanted to show you? Let's go zoom now. So in my village, there are a bunch of talab, pokhras. I think that was the ancient time. They used to do kirti. Everybody, all the rich people would do the uh, uh, start the talab or mandir or maybe kuwa, like you said. And here is this is the Durga temple, and then next to the Durga temple is my place. So this compound is mine, and then after that is my uncle and then another uncle, and this all is my diad. All of them are together at one place. So everybody has there, and this is the land where we have. Uh, so this is where I grew up, and I used to go to my paddy field, and I think I was showing some of you my great work which I did for my village, which is I. So it is there is our village has quite greenery, a lot of mango orchards, and I had a land here. This land was here, and we used to grow the rice and wheat when I was growing up as a teenager. And gradually, kheti badi has become very bad in Bihar because no water, no labor, all those things. So my land was kind of idle for a few years. And then in one of my trip, I decided to plant mango trees. So I myself planted all these mango trees here, and they are now giving fruits. Probably a couple of acres of land I planted one 1998, and then I think 6 7 years back I went back when first that is the first time when I ate fruits from this orchard, the one which I had planted myself. So planting tree, you can do it in your village when you go, and you will enjoy it later on. So that's about my. Oh, there is one more thing I wanted to show you. Let's see here. Where is that one? Yeah.
This is the
So
USA location.
no, this is right now the Bihar location. Okay,
Okay.
now I'll take you to the US location. Okay. So, so basically, I showed you where is my village in Bihar, in Madhubani, and my plantation. I think my biggest work in my village will be my this plantation of the trees which I have done. So, what
Oh
happened
my
to that?
God. All boy
Yeah,
khata hai with you.
yeah, yeah. I think that will outlast me, right? These trees will be always there. So I'll tell my family that if I get chance to die in my village, please put me there for final resting.
Done.
Okay, okay. So now let's go to the so we saw how it is in the India, and I think pretty much what I wanted to another point to say is that where is that? Let me go a little down here. That we if you look at the village, this is every village is like this. Uh, we don't have any. planning in the village, when the way we make our houses and everything, and pretty much everybody just puts the house wherever they feel like, and that is has been the old custom. But I think there is a need for organizing it, like Western countries do it, or now city do this. So let's go to now my. I have already one time put these pictures somewhere. So let's see, where is that one? Yeah, on the Facebook, I one time I did. Now I'll give you a tour of my American place. So here is the United States. Actually, I have copied from the Google, which I was showing you live, um, in the present picture form. So it will be easier. I think I posted it on my
So,
Facebook also. So let's go. Next is North America here. So now this is the view of the Phoenix City, which is capital also of Arizona State, very next to California, and it has become a hub for semiconductor manufacturing now. There is Intel, TSMC is coming. There is many other companies there. I used to work there for Intel for a long time. So I worked from like 1996 to 2015. I was there. I spent. My son went to like all schooling from grade one to masters there at Arizona State University in the Phoenix. And so what happened? So let's go to this picture thing I'm trying to show. Um, okay. So let's go to my place. This is my house here, and the point I was trying to make is that see how well organized is, how compact is, but it is compact houses, but well done. Um, Probably this in 2 3 acres there are 15 20 houses. They are all organized. There are roads in front of all houses. Everybody has a couple of parking lot in front of it, and everybody has car garage in the home for the 2 car garage. And almost half the houses have their own swimming pool. I had also mine here. And then there is, of course, the community pool also. Everybody, if you don't want to have a pool because it has a lot of maintenance cost, then you can. There is a community pool free for all the members of the community. You can go. So the see the structure planning how it is. That's what I wanted to show you. That even if my street level here, the roads are good. Everybody has road access. This is my house again in this one here, and this tells you the current price of the houses here also. So if it's real time, if you want to check, like I did a picture like maybe 10 days back, tells you what is the price of the house for each house's estimated price if you want to sell it. And then roads, you see that even the street roads, this is the main street here, and then connects here inside the house. So here it is. Now let's go to another picture of this. This is the same spot, but just more of another way of looking at it. I think this is map view so that you can see the road a little bit better rather than the houses. Okay, you see how the compact houses are, but well organized. And the beauty is that this all houses, none of them are built by individual like we do it in India, in the villages. It's all made by companies. You simply can buy a new house, but later on, just like we do in our villages, transaction of the Jameen land from registry in the registry office, for example, in Madhubani, we do all the time, sell or buy. You can do sell and buy of your houses. It's not like a big deal. Nobody lives in the house forever. I already have sold this house now since I moved from Phoenix to New Jersey, and I realized that my son is going to live in New Jersey area, so there is no point in keeping that house. So last year I sold the house, and now I have put the money in the bank, waiting for market to fall in this area a little bit. Then I can buy a house in this area. But that's where we want to live. So now
so
this
right now
house.
you can right now, so you can enhance your house now. For example, you're purchasing house for already government build up, right? So after that, you can do enhancement also, kind of first floor or flooring kind of thing. You also can do eligibility or there or not.
Yeah, you can do improvement. You can do improvement, but you have to take the permission of the government, town planning department for. You can make changes if you want to once you original home is built by the builder companies, and then later on if you want to improve, make changes, you want to add a bathroom, you want to do this that, then you can make it. You can become a general contractor, but you have to take approval of those changes from the county government, community government you call it. And uh, and then you have to follow all the codes. So normally what you do is that there are approved contractors you hire who know the building codes, and only they can work on your house. You cannot bring a laborer from India, for example, who is a good mystery there.
Right, right, right. Cheaper level from India,
Yeah,
making
yeah,
house as per my requirement.
yeah, yeah. So that's what it is. Look at another picture of view of this. See how, looking from the top, how nice it looks, like a flower houses, full of
That
houses. You
well,
see,
well, well organized, really.
yeah, you see that how it is. That's why I wanted to show you that this is the difference we have between India and Western countries, and here is the same
And for
place.
land, do you have any land over?
And
Good.
Namaste, Sarath sir. Amarnath sir, Sarath sir is also live now, sir.
Oh, very nice, very
Welcome,
nice.
Sharad
Yes,
sir.
yes, yes.
Namaste.
नमस्कार नमस्कार
Namaskar.
की हाल चाल
So here is another view, and then another view, and there is one more thing I want to tell you about it. I showed you the Phoenix town. This was a desert town. This town had, this is, you think Rajasthan we call in India is a desert town, right? Uh, this town was not even like Rajasthan. This was more like a, I should not say called Saudi Arabia, but somewhere in the Arabian Peninsula. Nothing was there. And then in 1930, there was a president. His name was Roosevelt. There was a many of you are the student of finance. 1929 was a big financial stock market crash. That is the biggest in the world history. So after that, there was a lot of people were looking for job. So he came with a lot of programs to get people employed and do work. And one of his project was tame the Colorado River in that area. So Colorado River is from Colorado. It goes all the way through Arizona, Nevada, and California, and then it goes to Mexico almost. So basically, they constructed like several dams on the river, and utilized all that water for irrigating these desert areas. Nevada was a desert. Arizona was a desert, and in Arizona now we have the big. It is one of the big city in United States, and it's a hub of semiconductor manufacturing, which require the most amount of water than any other industry. And where the water is coming from, it's not the water from the well or this. This is the water from the Colorado River, which has been managed by dams. And now that water is diverted to this whole town. This whole town is depending on that river water for. Same thing with you might have heard of Las Vegas. I'm sure you have heard. That's called the, we also call it the Sin City of America here. This is the people who go for entertainment there, Las Vegas. And that is in another state, nearby state to Arizona. Again, it was completely desert. And that water of the Colorado River made it life. And now it is one of the, Las Vegas is the world destination. Anybody who come, the foreign tourists to this country, they like to go there for a few days for entertainment. So, why I'm saying this? I am also a proponent that all the rivers which are coming to Bihar from Nepal, they can be tamed. There can be dams constructed in all the rivers in Nepal, and that water, if properly channelized and by the underground rivers, bring to the south of Ganga, and connected to the other rivers of um, like Jharkhand or Chhattisgarh or uh, MP, Maharashtra, Bihar. Uh, uh, that will be a great boon for India overall development and also for Nepal. You will have plenty of electricity generation. You guys were talking about giving example that why everybody is flying out of Bihar, including us and Saradji, and all of us are in the same boat. The reason is there is no job there, right? If we had a very decent job, probably would have stayed there. But the question is, why is there no job there? The reason is that if the North Bihar is going to be underwater for 4 or 5 months, who is going to put up their money for investment in that area to set up an industry, which and of course government is the second part. It doesn't incentivize the growth of the industry. But main problem is our flood, and these flood are it can be solved. This flood can be controlled. It is not a natural calamity like our leaders normally tell that what can we do, it is a natural calamity. No, you are responsible for not doing anything. This is a this rivers can be tamed. It's quite possible. You don't have a will to do that. Lack of will is the reason your inaction is there. And so if you tame the rivers in Nepal, then you can have the plenty of electricity, water for industry, water for other people, and then your land will not be any more waterlogged in North Bihar. And now you can industrialize with the same electricity and water and land. All three resources you get free by controlling the rivers. And now you industrialize. Once you industrialize, then there will be jobs. When there is job, then you and I will not leave Bihar. We'll be there. So that's why I wanted to bring it up, that in other part of the world, people have proved that by taming the rivers, you can change the lives of the place and people. And here is the example I wanted to show you. Any questions? See the between my home in India and my home in West. Saraji, you have to say anything since welcome. You are now here.
Saraji has left, sir.
Saradi has a one call. They will join soon, sir. But
Ah,
it's
okay.
really very good, sir.
Yeah.
Lives in
So
books. Yes.
Hello, Naveen,
let
sir.
me yeah, so this is what I was saying, that uh, I'll show you the difference between the two, and then that's why people say that
Amarnath
okay, why
sir,
don't you good.
Amarnath sir, मतलब have you kind of having any legacy for land purchase also in that locality?
Well, there is no incentive for buying the land. What you unless what you will do with the land in this country. There are only like I'm showing you this my village. How many people are, like probably 5,000 people are working on this land. This much, this the land which we have in my village. Probably couple of
Mm-hmm.
family will have that much land here. Those farmers, and they have all the modern equipment, and only like with 10 people they are able to cultivate the whole land, which my village is cultivating right now, or your village, or
Okay.
Sumit's village is doing it. So they have all farm equipment, and then there is irrigation systems, like water. You call them telephone, and then they will turn the water on to your field from the irrigation canals. Uh, 24-hour advance, they will flood your uh, khet, and then you dry it. I used to drive. I used to enjoy that sight when I would suddenly see the field is full of water, and then their farmers are working on the few families, not too many people. They have all the modern equipment, and they don't need that many people to work. Any more questions?
No, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for giving provide this
Yeah.
beautiful knowledge
So
about your.
now the if anybody tell you that, oh my God, what can we do? There is no control of we cannot control the nature. You say that you are lying. All the political
Yeah,
leaders.
yeah. I totally
It's,
agree with your points, sir.
yeah,
There,
I mean,
there, yeah.
there is. Let's take it to all the way
Because this
to.
type of happening is not first time. This is the last many years. So government makes some lioness uh, government speech some lioness, but I think this is
Yeah.
not
So
good.
here is all the Himalayan rivers coming to Bihar. As you can see it, that this is all the mountain range, and then water is coming. This is your Motihari here. This is Gandak River. Then already you guys talked about Bagmati. A lot of people are on the bank of Bagmati. Darbhanga is itself a Bagmati, right? And then this is the Kosi here. This river is Kosi. Then we have Kamala near our area. So all these rivers are coming, and so what we do, we just simply throw this much of water to go through Ganga to ocean. We don't use this water. On the other hand, now uh, the other Bihar and Jharkhand and Madhya Pradesh have droughts now. They are, uh, they are thirsty now. They need water, and our government has um, this kind of heavy project cannot be done by state government. It's not possible. And so what needs to happen is that India government and Nepal government have to work together, where India government will spend the dollar like money, and Nepal government will give the land for constructing dams and jheels inside the Nepal. And the advantage Nepal will have, that there will be a lot of jobs created there for maintaining all those, and and then of course electricity will be there. A lot of tourism will develop, so they will benefit from that, and we will also benefit because we will not have water logging of the North Bihar. It can be easily industrialized. Once we have this water logging problem solved, it will again become like a good old days of Raja Janak time, when Mithila was. See, the thing is that right now, which is the center of India, Bombay. Bombay is a once you become a center of the finance, then automatically uh, Saraswati and Durga come there. So Bombay has become also a center of learning. Bombay has become also a center of power. So all three are there now. Same thing in the ancient time when Raja Janak was the Raja. There were several Janaks. Janakpur was the eastern bastion of the Aryan civilization, and this Janakpur was, Kathmandu was not there, and Janakpur was the thing. And Janakpur was the center of people from all over the country used to come to Janakpur, just like we are going to Bombay right now. People from read the history of Bihar or many other people from all over India used to come for debating with pandits in court of Raja Janak to get rewarded, which Raja Janak used to do. He used to reward because he was making a lot of money from uh, gems, which was coming, I think, in one of the river of. And the other thing is that ancient boundary of Nepal, sorry, Mithila is in the south. You have Ganga River, so this will be Ganga River here, and in the west is Sadnira, which is the Gandak River. In the east is the Koski River, and in the north is the Himalaya Mountains. So Kathmandu was once a part of Mithila. Interesting. Actually, it is very interesting that I was reading the other day that that one of the guy who Manish something Kashyap or something, he was saying that, hey, Mithila, we have nothing to do with Mithila. We had Bhojpuri. He didn't know that there was a capital of Mithila in the near for a long time, for 200-300s, near what is this town on the Nepal, Birganj, east of Birganj. It's called Simaramgarh or something like that. And when that time, I think Tughlaq, when he came and he attacked, and of course he had very small army, he couldn't fight, so he went from there to Kathmandu and with his force and became king there, Bhaktpur. Bhaktpur is a part of Kathmandu where his two, three generations were king, like 11th, 12th, 13th century. So, because anyway, they had the claim that this all part is Mithila, so that's how they claim. So, history, I give you that all this area which you see, pretty much you can say that one time even the Mount Everest was part of Mithila, or Tibet on this side, and this side is Mithila. and um, and all the rivers now, they are creating problem for us, but we can easily. Nepal doesn't have money. Nepal will not put up money, but resources, they can give us the land. India government, but India government is not doing anything. And then India government, why it's not doing it? Because it is a heavy investment. It will take 100 years to dam all these rivers, and a lot of dollars money. They think that, oh my gosh, why should other politicians of Maharashtra, South, they say that, oh, why should we sink this much money for the development of North Bihar or Bihar? We can use this money for the development of West and South. And our politicians are not powerful. That's why no money is coming to us.
Yes, Amarnath sir. Now Sharad sir also once again joins sir.
Okay, good. Saradji, now it's your turn. I have been speaking for too long.
No, no,
Tell you.
that's
Thank you.
very. No, I was
Thank you.
also listening. Very interesting because so nicely you had shown in the Google map all the boundaries and everything used to come under Bengal residency during the English time, but then at the end of the day, all this was part of Mithila and the Mauryan dynasty and all that, including Nepal, Bengal, Assam, Bihar, everything was within Tirhut. So
Yeah,
Bangladesh.
we are talking about the current problem that which we are facing, which is the river problems, flood, right?
Yes, yes.
And I was telling them that rivers can be tamed. We don't have a will to do that one. Central government, India government, and Nepal government, if they work together, it can be fixed. And that is the key to success for both countries. And of course, that will be a big win for the North Bihar or Mithila or Tirhut, whatever we call it, or Baji. So some of
The
them,
pri the primary factor is like Tamil Nadu, Kerala, they fight amongst themselves, but as compared to Bihar in UP, at least they are unified when the question of the state comes. But
exactly. That is so. I
yes.
have analyzed that what why it is, because there was a irrigation minister BKRB Rao in 1950s. He
Mhm.
already proposed a plan. He said that all the rivers which are coming to Bihar and UP. So as you can see on the map, that Bihar and UP are green and central India is kind of gray. So he said that we need to bring all this water to the Middle Kingdom, like Madhya Pradesh, all those areas. So this water, and that way. we can control the flood, and we can also have the water for the areas which has water scarcity. But it never got traction because it means central government heavy investment for this project, water management project. And this project in this area doesn't help the western zone of the countries like Maharashtra, Gujarat, doesn't help to the southern zone countries like Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Andhra, and it doesn't really help too much to the north zone. So in the Indian politics right now, we have five, six zone: South zone, West zone, North zone. They three gang up together to take all the resources for themselves. And then East zone, which is like Odisha, Bengal, Bihar, Assam, and Northeast, we are left for nothing. Just like in Bihar, um, Magad is exploiting us, and they take our share of roti, and they don't give us anything to eat. Every money, whatever money, central government money come to Bihar, it just doesn't go beyond Patna. It stays, nothing comes to North Bihar. They eat away everything. Same thing, whatever dollar we collect as a tax or everything in Delhi, most of the money goes and are spent one way or other through banking system, through this or through that, to all three zones. I mean, I recent example I give you is that right now, if you look at the problem with the China, uh, our main problem with China is in the eastern sector, which is uh, what is that? Arunachal Pradesh, right? Because they are claiming, and that is where the most likely the fight will happen. They have no interest in the Ladakh area that much, so they are eyeing on Arunachal Pradesh, and in future definitely we'll have a war with China for that. But if you look at the infrastructure, yes, they are building a small infrastructure also in the east, but the most of the money is being spent in the central sector with China or the western sector. Kashmir, Uttarakhand, UPs, you know, that is where money is being spent. Same thing, this Nitin Gadkari is a minister for the transport, where he's spending all the money. And if you look at it, how much money he has spent in eastern zone, northeast zone, and eastern zone. So, so there is a already imbalance there at the central level, money where it's go, and they neglect the eastern zone because our politicians are weak. They don't have any more
It's
say.
also it's also like question of survival of the fittest. See, you have to snatch something. If
Yes,
you don't, and if you follow moral science and be very ethical, that doesn't work. See, people of Gaya, Jehanabad, the Bhumiyar, you have to consider the caste like Bhumiyar, Rajput, Yadavs. They know how to shout like Bhumiyars have been zamindars,
yes,
including Rajput, and Yadavs have worked very hard. Even the so the thing is that they by hook, right is wrong, wrong is right, and then they have lot of land, and most of the money, if it is spent also, they get it spent in their place. Number one. Number two, over here you see like what I see that Bhojpuri rose because they let it rise, and many people are working on Bhojpuri, even the people who are in Trinidad and Tobago, Suriname, and those places, many African countries where the Bhojpuris were taken. They are unifying all of them. Many of my friends who are working on it getting awards. But Rajendra Prasad, like subdued, pressed Mithila from coming to the limelight. And he, in the beginning, when the preamble was made, he brought Bhojpuri in the limelight. So many people forgot that something called Maithili was there. So an iron man, an iron lady is required on the top who tries to get job done in Mithila region. If someone tries to get it done also, there is so much jealousy, there is so much infighting that I will be big, you will be big. Because of that, at the end of the day, nothing happens. So it's the survival of the fittest that some Iron Man, Iron Lady is required who will try to bring everyone together and also take care of himself, or he will be killed like Ellen Mishra, that Sahi, the minister.
yes,
Because
yeah,
if you go to Shihor, Meenapur, Shihor, Minupur, and parts of Vaishali, Over there, again, all kinds of people are there as compared to Mithila. Like Mithila, there are no hooligans and people who can manage all these things. So when the question of managing the mafia and the managing the in-ground wrong and right people happens, then what happens? They run away. So at
Yes.
the end of the day, then nothing happens. If Darbhanga airport was also built, we had done lot of tweeting. I had worked with the student union people in the beginning to get it done, even talk to the aviation minister. That happened not because it was for Bihar or Mithila. That happened because of the Chinese aggression and all those things, so that they revived the airport over there so that fighter planes can go and things can be managed if something happens. But Darbhanga aims is still not happening.
Yeah.
So there are all these things that are in mind, are in face is required. Don't run away. So, but people run away here and there.
Okay, guys. So I think you heard the NRI perspective on many, many things. How is it different in the other part and what we have to do? So something to think about and something to talk about when you have a tea time with your friends, colleagues. We gave you some enough weapons, like topics to discuss long-term plans of Mithila.
No, it's absolutely
Hello.
technical and so beautiful.
Sure, sir.
Uh, hello, Amarnath. Hello, sir. Good evening, sir. Sir,
Good.
sir, sir, can you put a light on what is the role of Dr. Lalit Narayan Mishra to empower Mithila?
Sir, please unmute, sir. Your sound is not coming. Please.
Sorry.
Thank
Sorry.
you. Thank you, sir.
The thing is that if you look at on the education front, because most of the machines, maximum they will take out books, they will take out smarikas. So if you see that he did a lot for the economic development and bringing social change. So like if he was born in 1923 and died in 1975, so that was a peak moment with two, three wars happening from all sides. And then he was the minister of railways. So being the minister of railways, at least he did something in railways. Also, many Biharis were also recruited on the railway front. And then we had the management college in Patna, so that at least few people could learn. You see, many people are doing management from Ellen Mishra management institutes, and they have got jobs somewhere or the other via reference or whatever, because placement was less at that time. And again, when he died, so the Bihar Institute of Economic Development was established in 1973, what we call Ellen Mishra Management Institute right now. So at least on the study part, on the railway part, and he was quite a boisterous person. So he used to at least bring his factor forward and put forward that what should be good and what shouldn't be good. So that way, at least we had someone who could raise his voice. The present, if you see the ministers from Mithila who are there, if you see, then in the sense Alok Ranjan Jha is there, Vinod Narayan Jha is there, RJD spokesperson is Manoj Jha, although he is not there, and Sanjay Kumar Jha is there, who used to who looks after the Ministry of Water Development and all that, and he's quite close to Nitish Kumar also. He is surely doing some work, and at the end of the day, near the airport also some entrepreneurial hub is coming. He's whatever capacity he has, he's trying to do whatever he can do. So at the end of the day, your master point question, Alan Mishra had that little bit of boisterous. Actually, he could raise his voice that this should happen, and at that time, the government was all the power in power was also in correlation to his. So these factors were there. Being in railways is very important at that time in India and now also, because India is such a big country. So I think, according to me, this is the fact which I can tell. Otherwise, Amarnath ji can also put some more light on it. But yes,
Yeah, I think you said it. He was definitely. Am I audible?
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Oh, okay. So actually, I had a great opportunity to see him two times. I think I was intermediate student that time. He came to Madhubani um, in both college. So I RK college, and it was probably 72, I think. That's when I saw him, 72 probably, or 71. And I didn't understand. I was a young man. I had no idea, but I knew that he is a very um, popular leader of Mithila. That's all I knew. And I think I also saw him in the 71 was the election after the war, I guess, when Indira Gandhi became the chief prime minister. So I
Hmm.
saw him also in the Darbhanga in that meeting with Indira Gandhi. And then later on, there's a very interesting story uh, uh, I have to tell you. So 70, I when I did my high school in 71, I had no idea that how to go to engineering school, because coming from a village, you know how it is. There is nobody knows. So I was just I just took admission into RK College intermediate, when I could have easily gone in, since I had done higher secondary in 71, I could have gone directly to engineering school. So in 72, I was in the college, and that's when I learned how to go to engineering college. But by the time I applied and everything, it was 73 batch. So I got the admission letter to uh, couple of colleges, Kurukshetra College, REC that time, now it is NIT, and there was NIT Srinagar. But the letter came very late to my village because of the railway strike was going on, and Ellen Misa was the railway minister. And so I get the letter. One letter is for Srinagar for admission, and one for the REC's Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra is delayed. Srinagar still has some time to that I could do. So I immediately packed my bag and I said, I'll go straight. I went to Delhi. I had a family friend, and I went to uh, Ellen Misra's residence somewhere. It was the government residence. And then I went. I wanted to meet him. I didn't know how to do it. So of course he didn't meet me. Who gives a damn to a little guy like me? But at least he has a good secretary. He said that why you are here. I said that my admission has been delayed because of the railway strike going on. Fernandez was on the other side of the railway strike. So Fernandez versus um, Ellen Misra was going on that time in the railways. I didn't know much about politics. So it is delayed, and I need a letter so that my admission can be granted. He immediately gave me that letter, and I took that letter, and then I went to Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra registrar told me, okay, you have to wait a few days. I'm going to process it. And then I went to attend the classes. But then I realized that, oh, it is a one time life opportunity. Why I'm studying in Kurukshetra? It's not any different than Bihar and UP. Let's go to Kashmir, since I had all still admission time left there. So instead of that college, I opted for Srinagar, and I again took a train to go to Srinagar, and I started my study there. So Ellen Misra was a very visionary leader. He gave a lot of jobs to people. He tried so many things for Bihar, not only for Bihar, the eastern part of the Bihar, or in fact anybody who approached him. He was. I wish we had visionary leaders like that.
Problem is that, see, again, as I told, as Amarnath ji is very correctly telling, that you need to be powerful, you need to be an iron man. But the thing is that you don't have to become lazy and that nyot khake, jawar khake, then you leave it in between. So, and if you become very powerful, you have to have a team who protects you.
Yeah.
Now, when since he was becoming more very powerful in the Congress government. In 1975, he had gone to inaugurate that one railway line in Samastipur, and then there a bomb explosion was done where he died finally in Danapur hospital. But the thing is that then also charges came on then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi that like uh, she had received bribes from the KGB, and then there was, if you look, there is some one archives in the Russian library known as Mitrokin archives. So over there, like it is written that it was not an normal assassination death; it was an assassination. But then for 33 years, 39 years, the case went on. Finally, in 2014, most of the people died and all that. And finally, nothing happened. But then, so it's very important that if you want to be powerful, if you are a minister, if you want to do things, at the same time, you can't do it alone. You have to cleverly have a team, very good team, who protects you from all sides. And at the end of the day, you try to make things happen. So
Yeah.
that was the case of Ellen Mishra again.
I mean, you have to be like Sharad Pawar. I remember Sharad Pawar when I was in high school. Still, he was like a politician, and he's still politician. It's amazing
Yes.
guy.
Yeah. Very clever guy.
Survive all kind of weather, right? Doesn't matter.
Again, Ram Vilas Paswan. I do like Ram Vilas Paswan that whatever party comes to power, he immediately shifts to that party. So till the end, he was there.
Yes.
Although he was alone, his party didn't succeed. His son is trying to do it. Or he was more in Bollywood. Although Vinod Narayan Jha, the BJP MLA, I had met here. We were having breakfast together in last July. I talked to him again. His son has joined that party. He's trying to bring that up, Ramvilas Paswani's party. But then the thing
So,
is that
so
yes,
Saraji, I mean, one of the thing probably we should try to influence is this Sanjay Kumar Jha, who is the irrigation minister right now. I
yeah,
mean, it is so surprising that no Bihar government official have yet gone and pleaded their case that they need a central government money, and central government should work with Nepal government to do all these dams. And nobody has initiated this project
no,
at
it had
all.
happened. It had because Sanjay Kumar Jha, all these ministers, we know each other very well. He also respects me. I also respect him. But from here, that Prakash Jha of USA and then Pankaj Gupta of Canada, they had made a team and they went to meet him, and many things happened. He formed a team of them, and then many things started happening that we shall do this, do that. He made a forum, although I was not a part of it because since I'm in so many things, I'm presently part of 42 organizations. It becomes difficult managing everything alone. So then at the end of the day, now everything is quiet. Two of those people have started their own partnership in Germany, the person of USA and Germany. So what happens that things died out. So at the end of the day, he can't. He has to be, as you told very correctly, Sanjay Kumar has to be approached, project has to be made, and then he has to be helped with it. If you people become quiet, then what will he do? Because he has to manage Nitish Kumar also and the government politics also, and then go about. So you are very correct. Again, one team can be made and they can approach him and see what can be done and go about and guide him accordingly. So that is important.
Hmm.
Again, what happens, you see, everybody has a family. So unless and until you are alone, when you have a family, then you have to earn money also, and at the same time go about doing these things also. So that way also I had approached him. I had approached Sanjay Kumar 2 years back that uh, everything is give and take. So I told him that you make me a brand ambassador of Bihar, and then I will help you internationally. I will make links, I will make collaborations, and then I know all the people, all the scientists. I can make a congregation, and then it will become easy for you, and then I will manage. But then he didn't do that. So the thing is that everything is give and take. Then I kept quiet, and
Yeah,
then
I
these
mean, Among all the leaders we have right now from Mithila community, I think he is educated. He is a graduate of Delhi University, I
Yes.
think, and so he is just like us, educated. And I think he is spending time in the field. I see him going here and there, at least in the pictures. So uh, he is, to certain extent, appears to be a dynamic, and we all can support him, and maybe he can support Mithila. Uh, mm, like, for example, I was thinking that maybe I'm going to write a letter to him in change.org and ask you all to sign, and other people, that in the villages we have a lot of pokras, talab, which need which uh, lack of maintenance. They are, our forefather built all those talabs, and now we cannot handle it because we don't have the resources to manage in the village. People have become poor now, and those things need to be managed. And in Jharkhand, they are digging ponds now. In Chhattisgarh, they are digging ponds. We already have all those ponds, and we need the government intervention that, hey, repair those ponds, because we don't have, and something like that. I mean,
No, what you are telling ponds, I am looking at the global part of Jharkhand ministry, and uh, this time also I went, and me and the agriculture minister inaugurated the animal husbandry department in Ranchi, which is built in the shape of this thing, what we call that Hawa Mahal. So, and then I also inaugurated the auditorium, and then they, want to get cows and all that from here. At that time, we had discussed about this pond thing, because the IAS director of animal husbandry, he's an IAS, he's a good friend of mine. So he had told exactly what you told, that since we are specialized in aqua agriculture, hydroponics and all that, aquaponics. So what happens that if we make more ponds, then all the flood water can be directed to that ponds. And like in Gujarat, they have made canals. If we make canals, then again, like previously, we used to go by boat from Patna to Muzaffarpur. Then traveling will also become easier, and the flood problem will be used in a positive way, so that the water doesn't go here and there. And then he had told about aqua agriculture, hydroponics, and all those things. So he had a very good idea. He's still there in power. He will be there for 5 years. But again, the thing is that we message people like talking a lot, but at the end of the day, it has to be practically done at the ground level, as that Ranchi Jharkhand ministry guy also told. Uh, so that is important, as you told. We shall
yeah,
send a letter, and
yeah, that's what we need. We need some people on the ground to work. Saradji, there is a need for worldwide, intellectual groups, formation, something. Think about on that line, and you can be the best president for that organization. We need a worldwide organization. Like, I see that Gujarati Samaj, everywhere they call it Gujarati Samaj. They don't call it Mithila, Maithili, this,
no, they
that.
will call some Patedar Samaj
Yeah,
or
yeah. So, like,
this thing. That's what.
they have very loyalty to their community organizations every time. If there are
Yeah,
few
yeah,
doctors, they will go to first to the Gujarati doctor here. I see that here. Of course, all the stores, grocery stores are controlled by them. Patel brothers are everywhere. You go every corner, pretty much they own that. Beauty parlors, they own that,
yeah.
and really, and now that way probably looks like, I feel like half the Gujaratis here. There is not a, you cannot. There is no
Same with
community.
Sardar. If you see, Sardar will also go to always Sardar show. Every Sardar, if they are earning 1,000 rupees, also they call it something dasta, dasta, something
Yeah.
donation they call. And
Yes.
10 some it is told that 10%, 15% something. Every Sardar, if they earned 1,000 rupees also, they pay in
Yeah.
the Gurudwara, which they
Yeah.
are associated. So you are
Yeah,
absolutely
and
correct.
yeah. So I mean, our identity is in the crisis. So yes, so we have, these are the small steps we are taking, but I think we have a lot more work to do, how to organize ourselves. First thing, we have to organize our professional team all over the world, and something to think about how can we do that, and all we all become the part of that. And,
I had done started, what all is happening here and there, emerging Mithila, whatever. Let's inspire Bihar Vikas Vaibhav he is doing for himself. So I had only started IMD, Indian International Mithila Diaspora. Then what happened that yeah, it can be done again. Only thing is that two people started fighting among themselves. Then they disintegrated, and then so the main important thing is that after something happens, then people like me and you have to try to be there and bring it together so that it doesn't disintegrate. And all the small, say there can be 20, 25 small organizations, but at the end of the day, for Mithila or Bihar, they can be brought together by people like me and you under one umbrella when the question of working for Mithila happens. So that is
yeah,
there.
same thing everywhere. Like here also, I see that bunch of organizations, but no. Uh,
Over there, see, Bihar Foundation is there. That Aparajita you called girl, the Nepal Association is there. It started with A Alma or something.
yeah,
And then there is Amit Saz that again towards California. Then there is a Rajput organization managed by Shankar Mohan Singh ji. So I am associated with all these organizations. Then in New Jersey, they have a Jyoti Pathak. Jyoti Pathak is a very nice girl, Jyoti Jha. So she is there managing. Amit Saha is managing. Then Alok Yadav is managing the big part of the Bihar association over there. Then Naam is there by our Anjani Nandan Jha, Sanjay Jha. But then when you look closely, all of them, frankly speaking, uh, there is infighting
yeah,
and
yeah,
then jealousy between each of them. But people like me, matured people like me and you only have to, at least we are positively in all of them. So we have to bring them together and see how we can. You see, Ganga has so many streams, Gomti and Yamuna, but at the end of the day, all of them can be brought together towards a single cause. So,
yeah. I mean, we all have one thing in common is that most of us are all from North Bihar. And I don't care. I mean, call it North Bihar. We have a lot of states here, like North Carolina, North Dakota, South Carolina, North, South. Call it North Bihar, South Bihar, because uh, um, whatever. If you call it Bihar, North Bihar, call it Baji, call it Tirhut, call it Bide. I don't care, but North Bihar is North Bihar. Let's work on the issues of that. We cannot fix all the problem, but we should start with our own house, which is our North Bihar. And how can we give little time for benefit of the people who are there or our families? That will be good. And that's what we all have to know. That's what we are doing it here. This is nothing but we are trying to help each other by coming together. And this is how it need to be expanded more and more. And people volunteer their time. There is nothing like volunteering your time. People, uh, that is the best way you can help your community. So I encourage all of you to volunteer. You young men there in India, do something for volunteering. Never consider volunteering a waste of time.
Sure, sir.
Of course, sir. Of course, sir.
All
इमजा
the
जी कुछ बोल रहा है.
yes, Himda ji.
Of course, sir. ध्यान दिया जाएगा ये सब चीजों पे.
And Himda ji, today our topic is hometown. So, if possible, then please say something. You are late joined. So, please, Himda ji.
So basically, my hometown is Darbhanga, Bihar. So there is a lot of connection from Darbhanga. Actually, whenever I uh, feel some do some exciting job, I go to Darbhanga and Rome's Syama Kali Temple, Lalit Narayan Mithila University, and Maharaja Lakshmeshwar Singh. So many heritage building. I go through that building and I feel that the Darbhanga, actually Darbhanga have a past. And so even I uh, read so much about Darbhanga Maharaj. Uh, So we realize that we came from we came from that place where uh, too many historical things are available, and there are so much connection which which we have to go forward in the history. So that's my views on today's topic. I think this will be okay.
Thank
No,
you.
this time when I went to Delhi, the Yuvraj ji, Kapileshwar ji, he insisted. I have met him many times. He's a good friend of mine, the what you call Darbhanga Maharaja's present descendant. So
Sir, recently, he also organized a match in Darbhanga.
yeah, and he has actually he told me also to manage many things so that I could help him. But then we had a very good meeting. If you he has his house in Greater Kailash. If you look at his house, then at we had a meeting at the basement, and he showed me his father's sword. He showed me so many photographs of that time, and he was internally so sentimental. And he told that I have faith in you, Sharadji, that you can do something, help me to do something different in Mithila. Because again, Darbhanga Maharaja had his own history. Calcutta Maidan, everything was belonged to Darbhanga Presidency College. If you see, still Darbhanga House is there. All these belong to Darbhanga Maharaja. Now Bengalis will tell this is ours. But so he was very sentimental, top down. He showed me everything. His wife was there, the son was there. So people have many dreams, as you very correctly told. Only thing is that they require that energy boost and a compatible team who don't become jealous of each other, fight amongst each other, uh, keeping out caste, creed, and all that, and then go about. Then things will happen. That's for sure.
सर मुझे एक बार मौका मिला हुआ था। एक दीपेश करके थे, वो एक डॉक्यूमेंट्री बनाए हुए थे, वो दरभंगा महाराज को लेकर के। तो उस टाइम में जो उनका जो रहना सहना वो सारा कुछ, सत्यजीत रे जो थे वो आए हुए थे दरभंगा एक बार, और उन्होंने जो है वो सारा कुछ वीडियो वगैरह सब बनाया हुआ था उस टाइम में। तो वो सारा कुछ जो दिखाया गया हुआ था ना, वो सब चीज़ उनके पास था। तो वो जो मैं देखा ना सर, तो थोड़ा बहुत अंदर से वो इमोशनल हो गया हुआ था, जो हम लोग का पास्ट इतना ये रहा है दरभंगा महाराज का।
वो मेरे को दिखा है। वो तो एक किताब भी पूरा एनसाइक्लोपीडिया भी निकाले मेरे को दिए थे। तो मैं अपने फादर को जाकर दिया। और क्योंकि वो लोग को जैसे आपने कहा, मेरे फादर का नाम गांव में बाबा जी था। उस समय वो गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट थे मैथमेटिकल इंजीनियरिंग के, आरआईटी फर्स्ट बैच के, एंड टाटा स्टील ज्वाइन
अ,
किए थे। बाकी
अरे वाह सर!
तो मंथवेश्वर झा, विनोदानंद झा चल गए आईएएस आईएएस में, जो कि उनका वो पढ़ते थे नोट्स। आइए चले गए इंजीनियरिंग में, क्योंकि उस समय टाटा स्टील में होना एक तरह से सिविल सर्विसेज में होने के बराबर था। तो उनको मैं जाकर वो दरभंगा महाराजा वाला दिया, तो ही वॉज वेरी सेंटिमेंटल एंड ही रेड एवरीथिंग। बट वही है, दरभंगा महाराजा का अपना हिस्ट्री है कि उनका जितना था सब चोरी चपाटी करके लोग ले गया। लेकिन अभी भी दे हैव अ लॉट ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी। एंड वही कपिलेश्वर जी, उनके जो मैंने कि पोता बोलिए या परपोता बोलिए, उनसे मेरी काफी बातचीत हुई। और बेचारे बहुत इज्जत दिए। मैंने तो एमपी वाला हॉस्टल में ठहरा था, फिर वो अपने गाड़ी से मेरे को छोड़े। मैंने उनका ड्राइवर छोड़ा। दो तीन गाड़ी है उनके पास। तो अभी भी उनके पास काफी जमीन है। अब वो जमीन को कैसे यूज करना है, नहीं करना है, वो भी वो मेरे को पूछ रहे थे कि आप ही रास्ता दिखाइए सर जी, क्या ठीक रहेगा। नहीं तो बात है कि एवरीबॉडी इज ग्रोइंग, सबका एज हो रहा है।
बिल्कुल सर।
है। You are correct. You become sentimental because these are connected with your ancestry.
सर वो इतना वो द्वार पे इतना बड़ा बड़ा हाथी, और ये सारा कुछ मतलब एकदम पूरा रियलिस्टिक लग रहा था। जो सब मतलब अभी देख रहे हैं वो समझिए उस टाइम में जो देख देख सब कुछ देखा हमने, मतलब वो डॉक्यूमेंट के माध्यम से।
हाँ, अब श्यामा काली भी जो जा रहे हैं, देखिए श्यामा काली का जो तालाब है, श्यामा काली जो मेन द्वार है, all sides temples are there. That cannot be also historically managed. And what you are telling about Darbhanga Maharaja, everything is there in the National Archives, Delhi, and there are small, small microfilms in which everything is there. यही है कि उसको बाकी गवर्नमेंट सामने नहीं लाने देते हैं, लेकिन दरभंगा महाराजा का एक अस्तित्व था, उनका एक बहुत पैसे वाले थे वो।
बिल्कुल सर।
क्या है कि
उस टाइम में वो जवाहरलाल नेहरू को भी या वो कुछ मॉनेटरी हेल्प किए हुए थे, हीरा जवाहरात ये सारे कुछ।
हाँ, तो दबा दिया आदमी, नहीं तो फिर उनका कलकत्ता में जाइए ना, ये सब जितना बिल्डिंग उल्डिंग देखिएगा मैदान के बगल में, वो जो ईडन गार्डन है बगल में, सब उन्हीं मैदान उदान वो सब जितना लैंड वैंड उन्हीं का था। तो कोई देखने सुनने वाला नहीं था, सब ले लिया। अभी कोई बोलिएगा तो बोलेगा नहीं मेरा है दरभंगा, दैट ऑल बिलोंग टू दरभंगा महाराज। द होल ऑफ प्रेसिडेंसी कॉलेज ये सब दरभंगा महाराज।
और ये सर
हम लोग का
बीएचयू में भी उनका कंट्रीब्यूशन बहुत बड़ा है।
बीएचयू के
बना।
उस समय थे, देखिए बीएचयू के उस समय अमरनाथ झा वाइस चांसलर हुए थे। और अमरनाथ पहली बार हुआ था कि अमरनाथ झा का बेटा गंगानाथ झा, तो उस समय आदित्यनाथ झा की गंगानाथ झा उस समय आपको वाइस चांसलर हुए थे। तो उस समय जवाहरलाल नेहरू जी उस समय बोले थे कि उस समय बोला गया था कि अ वर्दी सन ऑफ अ वर्दी फादर, ऐसा कुछ सेंटेंस बोला गया था। और अमरनाथ झा वाइस चांसलर हुए, फिर गंगानाथ झा हुए, उसके बाद आदित्यनाथ झा इंडियन गवर्नमेंट में थे। तो उनका जो पर पोता है उस जर्मनी में प्रोफेसर है आपको यूनिवर्सिटी में, हिमांशु झा नाम है। तो उनसे मैं बातचीत कर रहा था, मैं नहीं जानता था। एक ऐसे ही उनको बुला रहा था कि भई आइए इधर कुछ बोलिए। तो उसमें उन्होंने कहा कि भई हम उस फैमिली से हैं, उनके परपोता हैं जो भी। हम बोले कि भई इतना आप बड़े फैमिली से हैं, इतना शांत रहते हैं, साइलेंट रहते हैं तो बोलते हैं ना। तो जो पहुँचा हुआ आदमी सब रहता है, साइलेंट रहता है, उसको एक बार बोलता है इस फैमिली से है, तो भई बताइए अमरनाथ झा वाइस चांसलर उस समय अंग्रेज का ज़माना था। मज़ाक बात नहीं है होना। वो हरिवंश राय बच्चन सबके घर में उठना-बैठना सब दोस्त थे। तो अभी भी है उनके नाम से हॉस्टल-वॉस्टल, लेकिन
Oh, I just want to add something to correct Saradji, probably. Yeah.
प्लीज सर,
So,
प्लीज सर।
yeah. Um, so, Ganganath Jha was the father, and Amarnath Jha and Adityanath Jha were the sons.
हाँ, वही मेरे को कन्फ्यूजन हो रहा था।
Yeah.
थैंक यू,
Actually,
थैंक यू।
I know that we all do the Mrs. Speaking. That's what you
हाँ,
did.
हाँ।
And so, Amarnath Jha was the legendary figure in the sense that he was the greatest scholar of English. At that
हाँ,
time, it was said that there are two, three people who know English like he did. Um, Jawaharlal Nehru, Amarnath Jha, Firak Gorakhpuri. These were the legendary English masters there that was saying. And yes, of course, he was contemporary of many others. He also there was also a very interesting story of Allahabad University. Do you know there is a hostel in his name? I think they are both named Ganganath Jha Hostel and Amarnath Jha Hostel, which produced the highest
उनका
amount
नाम
of
सर था, सर गंगानाथ झा, उस समय सर का
right,
उपाधि
right.
दिया।
Yeah, that produces the highest amount of IAS in India. Those hostels. Allahabad University is the biggest producer of IAS even now. And what other thing I was going to say about him? He was the also chairman of Bihar Public Service Commission for a while in early 60s, and um, very legendary man. I would like to. I heard that he wrote quite a few books in Maithili too. But
तो
uh,
गंगानाथ झा फादर थे, अमरनाथ झा उनके बेटे थे।
right, right, yeah. And Adityanath Jha was the younger brother. I think Adityanath Jha, he competed ICS. That time ICS was the thing.
Hmm.
So I think he was ICS, and Amarnath Jha was very famous, like well-known, legendary figure of his time in whole India. I
तो
think.
उस समय गंगानाथ झा पीएचडी किए थे, डॉक्टर सर गंगानाथ झा, संस्कृत के
Mm.
स्कॉलर।
अरे वाह।
तो उनका फैमिली का सोचे, उनका पर पोता हिमांशु जब बाप की कुछ बोला नहीं, हम जब पूछे तो बोला कि भाई हम उनके पर पोता है। मैंने बताइए, हाँ इतना वो डाउन टू अर्थ है, वो बोलेगा नहीं, लास्ट में जब कंप्लीट करिएगा चुप हो जाएगा तब बोलेगा, लेकिन है जब जर्मनी में यूनिवर्सिटी में वो प्रोफेसर है।
Yeah, I also had opportunity to visit his home place, Pahi. Here, ancestral village is called Pahi Gaon in Madhubani, Jila, near
सरसों
Jhanjharpur, I
पाई।
think. So one time I went, I think in that village, still their house is there, and then somebody showed me that there was a kuwa in our well. That's where he used to take bath whenever he used to come to village Amarnath. And I think I know somebody of that family, Dr. Somesha. He's computer science professor here in United States. He used to work also for IBM with me for a while in New York, and later on he did his PhD. But his father was professor of JNU University in political science. I don't know his father's name, and his father was Bhagna of Amarnath Jha. So he used to tell also quite a few stories about Amarnath Jha. It seems that Dr. Amarnath Jha was maintaining a diary which is missing now. Uh, and
I will ask Himanshu. He will be having many. He has many this thing about his family. So I told him that since you still have so many things about your family, you can write a separate book
yeah, I mean,
on that.
there are two, three families of Mithila which is well known all over India. Is one of in the modern time is that family, and then another family from Allahabad, Dr. Jaykant Misra, who started that Mithila Rajya movement, uh, and his father, Dr. Jaykant Misra, father, I'm forgetting his name. If anybody remember, he was also a professor of Sanskrit there in Allahabad University. And when Jaykant Misra was growing up, he was a student of English, and he had opportunity to learn from Dr. Amarnath Jha and his father and Ganganath Jha and all that. So he was asked to do a PhD because that time, very interesting story for all of you to know that the Hindi Bhasi were just like they have hard time accepting Maithili as a language, literary language of its own now. This is not a new problem. This is very old problem. This was also a problem at his time when Dr. Amarnath Jha was alive. Dr. Jack Ahmed's father, I'm forgetting his name. What was his name? Dr. Jack Ahmed's father's name. They were all in Allahabad. So basically, um, when Dr. Jackantha said that he told me himself this thing that he finished his masters and then they all tasked him that for the PhD you are going to write a thesis on history of Maithili literature. That is,
I had met him, I think. He had come to meet me. We had met together, I think.
yeah.
The person whom you are, I can't remember his father's name was, I think, Umesh Mishra or Baba Hari Prasad Mishra, something. I can't remember.
Oh,
But
okay.
but
So
I have met this gentleman about whom you are telling,
yeah.
I think.
So basically, Jackant Misra, he wrote a history of Maithili literature. I have a copy of his English as well as Maithili both. And so he was himself a professor of English in Allahabad University. And later on, he was like, for the Mithila Maithili movement, he always was there. And that's how I came in contact with him in 92 is when I came in contact with him 91, 92, because Lalu Prasad Yadav was supposed to come to America, and Lalu Prasad Yadav had removed Maithili from Bihar Public Service Commission examination. It used to be a subject you can take as a optional subject in the BPSC examination, and he had removed it. So there was uproar going on in Bihar against that decision. And I was that time somehow I was in touch with Tanakar Thakur of Ranchi and Dr. Jaykant Misra, because they were the Maithilis activists at that time. And
And
when I
at that
came,
time, at my grandfather's brother, Dr. Sarojanand Mishra, he was the vice chancellor of Ranchi University.
wow, okay. So I came in contact with him, and basically we arranged in the public meeting of Lalu Prasad Yadav in New Jersey, right here. You know, when he came, I debated with him that on this topic, that why did you remove Bihar Public Service Commission, Maithili from Bihar Public Commission, when he himself was speaking Bhojpuri in the meeting. Pretty much half the time he spoke in Bhojpuri in his speech, because that's how he speak, I guess. And I said that, look, you are speaking yourself Bhojpuri. If the speaking people are speaking Maithili, let them speak. We can be Dubhasya, Tribhasya, Europe. Everybody is knowing two, three languages. Of course, Saradji knows so many languages, but it's very common. So why it is a problem? Language. It doesn't take any land. You don't have to give a land for that. Let them speak whatever they want to speak. If they're taking a subject as a Maithili in BPSC, let them take that one. You have Bengali, you have Uriya, you have Assami in that, and you cannot include Maithili just because, for what? That so I mean, we all want Hindi to grow. We all are Dubhasya. We speak Hindi at public places, school, colleges, but Maithili we speak at home. So let it be. You speak Bhojpuri, you speak Urdu at home. Hindi is at workplace. And so I had a very good debate with him when he was here. And same thing we arranged in California also with a California team of Maithils there, and they engaged him on the same topic there also. So Jaikant Misra, they are like, there is a huge contribution of Allahabad team uh, for the establishment of Maithili as a language.
Now we have Delhi University, Aligarh Muslim University, but Allahabad University and Banaras Hindu University, they were the most prestigious at that time.
Yeah,
So day after tomorrow, I have around 5,000, 6,000 poetries and shairis. In Maithili, I must be having around 25, 30 poems. But on Sunday, there is going to be a program in which I have been told for the first time to write a Jogira Sararara in Maithili. Till now, I have not written. Maybe today night and tomorrow morning I will write. In that, Tejaswini Yadav, these guys will come. And few other scholars from USA and different places. So I have to write a Jogira Sararara in Maithili. For everything I tell yes, I don't push back. But writing a Jogira Sararara in Maithili, generally it is both Bhojpuri, not easy. But once you start writing, anything can be done. So let us see how it turns
yeah, you will be successful. And in
out.
fact,
all
yeah,
the
in
best,
fact,
Sadu.
uh,
Thank you.
if you want, you can get some help from what is that, Krishna Chaudhary, who has the who does the in Delhi. He is the one who produces a lot of songs, Maithili songs. Probably he has already done some.
He
Uh,
might have done. Yes. No, no, I will do myself. Since
yeah,
it's all these are my personal this thing. Uh, I then publish it also into a book. So I will do it myself. That's not a problem because uh, that should be okay.
very good.
Only thing is that to write a script or a poem or a this thing, uh, that mood should come. Once that mood comes, then you can write it immediately within 1 to 2 hours. That is the
Yeah, yeah. Mood should come. Poets are especially very uh, mood swingers, right?
Yes, like day before for the past 1 month, one lady, she takes out different books. So last time she had told me, Sharadji, because I know in Europe I only brought Mithilakshar and all that. So she told me that सीता के अलग अलग नाम पर शरद जी थोड़ा एक कविता लिख कर दीजिए, and that was put in the book. So and recently around 1 month back she had told me कि कालिदास पर मैथिली पर एक कविता लिखी. And now see, if someone asks you to write on a season, मौसम पर, but if someone asks you to write on greenery or romance, मोहब्बत, it's okay. Writing on some person internally, that feeling is not there. But then finally, a day before yesterday, I finished writing on Kalidas and sent her. So there will be a conglomeration of poetry sent by different Maithili scholars, and then it will be published. Uh, but it's difficult to write on a person because that internal feeling doesn't come. But then when you start, you write it. But yes,
True.
that way at least you come to know the history about that person. That how was Kalidas, how Rajkumari Trilotama, how she insulted her, and then all those.
I think recently Apraitaj have visited Kalidas' home place in Mithila. I mean, of course, his place is very, very controversial.
Yes,
Madhya Pradesh says that Mahismati is in the Madhya Pradesh. That was the southern kingdom of Ujjain. Ujjain and Mahismati were
yes,
close
yes.
to each other. And then, of course, there are so many claims of Kalidas residential place. Maybe it is the same Kalidas who become like NRI, like you and me, went to too many places
Yes,
and left his footprints. So, but hey, whatever you can dig, that will be great. But Aparajita just visited the so-called Mithila birthplace of Kalidas. Just you know her, you can talk to her a little bit about that if you need.
yes. Recently, for example, whichever methyl comes, if they want a chance over here to do good in life, they contact me and I help them. Recently, one singer is coming. She tried to contact the Mithila community over here. They didn't help her. Then association. Then they asked. Actually, she was trying to find me. Then I came to know that she's trying to find me. I contacted her. Yes, what is it? Because I have the number of everyone. Then I told that all the programs in the parliament and all that is over. So let me try my best to get a program for you because it is not so easy. Then I have tried to manage something for her in the Welsh Parliament, Wales Parliament. So she will be, she feel she. I have tried to manage a 5 minute slot for her in the Welsh Parliament, where there will be different programs on Sanskrit and Indian languages. So I told her that tell something on Maithili, but then she has sung very few Maithili songs, so she will do something in Sanskrit for 5 minutes in the Welsh Parliament on 30th of March. So only thing is that she has not yet got the visa. They have told me that you ask her to get the visa quickly, otherwise we require the documentation. So hope she has told she will get the visa by 19th or 20th. So hope she gets fast so that at least one more Maithili can do something in the Welsh Parliament over here. So let
Good.
us see. So at least different things are happening by which people are coming to know that Maithili or Mithila is a language and it exists. So something should keep on happening.
Yep.
And your water thing also, I'm going to talk to this director of Warwick University, who is a younger brother like mine. So he will be talking to me tomorrow, day after. So he's fully specialized in water management. So
Good.
I will tell him that.
Yeah. I mean, it is a solvable problem, and we have examples from United States, example from China. China has tremendous work in water management. They have converted river, diverted rivers. I mean, it can be done. I don't know why Indian government is so hesitant to work on this project.
No, they are working, but the thing is that they are working in Gujarat. They are work. As I told you, the communities which have unity, Gujaratis, Punjabi, Sindhi, Marwadi, Rajasthan, then Shettis of Bangalore, Malayalam, Kerala. So they are getting the job done. And many of the Andhrites have become literate, although it has been divided into Telangana. But they are getting all the projects towards them from the budget. So it's important that somehow we get it done by, as you told, by collaborating with Sanjay ji and try to get something done, like the airport got done. So, so at least see people like me and you are thinking about it. So once a person starts, the thought process starts, then it's a pathway towards getting something done. So that is there. Anyway, the boys in India now it's late, so
Sir, no problem. No problem, sir.
Yeah, I think now you guys have to go to sleep. It's already late, right? What is time now in India?
Sir, it's 11:38.
Okay. Well, then I think we should let you guys go.
Okay, sir.
no, thank you very much,
Yeah,
Pankaj
Pankaj
ji.
ji.
Yes, yes. No problem,
So,
sir. It's our daily routine.
Oh, before Pankaj, one more thing, since Sharad ji also there. So last time we were talking when we all were together that we should give chance to ladies one night and students one night. Any thought on that one? Uh, what do you think?
Sir, I think, sir, for ladies, one session, one ladies NRI is role is very important, sir. Because
Well, we can ask Aparajita ji to be part of that.
yes,
And
yes,
then there is a Parameswar Jha and his wife Vibha Jha. Right now they are in India. When they come back, then I just sent a also email to him that hey, I want to talk to you about this one. We need both of you to volunteer.
sure.
Parameswar Jha, his son is his wife is Vibha Jha. His son is very famous. You might have heard his name. He's Doctor uh, Jha, who is like jar of the COVID right now. Manish series, what is his name? I'm forgetting his name. He's a young man of like 40 plus, and he has become jar. Like he's the top guy, top gun for President Biden.
You're
Uh,
talking about Ashish Jha.
Ashish Jha, yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I know
Ashish
him. Yes.
Jha's father's name is Parmeshwar Jha, and mother name is Vibha Jha. Both of they are from Madhubani, and Ashish has so uh, I have asked them if they can volunteer their time, so a little bit. uh, Parmeshwar Jha has dedicated his life for Mithila paintings. He started a Mithila painting institute in Madhubani from his own pocket, and now one for last 25 years, 30 years he has been running that one. And now, of course, government has started a big program in Surat Sabha. They acquired land and they make Mithila Painting Institute. But before that, his institute was the only institute. And they both were dedicated to that. And then, of course, his younger son is Ashish Jha, who is a doctor. I saw him when he was little. And so, yeah, if I get in contact with them, I'll see what can I do. But Apaista is another one. So um, keep looking. Maybe we can get some enlightened ladies from India who can run the show like you are doing it, Pankaj.
Yes,
I
yes.
mean, we need at least two, three.
Actually, sir, Roli ma'am was also in ancient time, and Rajni ma'am. Both I know, and Roli ma'am also told me yes. From next week, I will try to 1 hour, but till now not confirmed, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So I was thinking that like middle of the week night, one of the night, you guys can make ladies night for them. That will be good because in the middle of the week everybody is kind of have the standard schedule. Nobody has like weekend schedule is very busy in this country. I'm sure outside
Yes,
you guys have the same too. So we think that weekend we have chutti, but weekend is more busy than the regular days. Regular
yes, sir.
days have regular calendar. So I was thinking that like middle of the week, like Wednesday night, probably you guys can give ladies, make it ladies' night. And one night we need to make it right now the student night, but later on maybe we can branch it to the college students and high school students. But right now let's begin with um, one night for the college kids.
Sure, sure, sir.
So think about it. Let's put two
Yes,
nights that way because we cannot be talking the same thing every night with this
yes,
group.
yes,
We
yes,
need to expand.
yes, sir. And practically, I seen that, sir. A lot of gentlemen told me regarding ladies session because practically we seen that in those mother kids reading in English medium school right now, and during a parents meeting, they means ladies not comfortable feel. So
Yes, yes, yes. So
so
this is what
right
we tell them,
now,
that look,
yes,
we are
right
going
now
to teach you
mothers,
English.
yes,
Yeah,
mothers of kids also very excited to how to learn English for improve their English language.
yeah.
So we
So
need to
we'll
learn
support to
time.
begin with on Wednesday night. Let's just do Wednesday or Thursday, one of the night, and
Yes,
we need at least one dedicated lady volunteer, and then see, we'll make her the head of the or or that night, and then we can start helping, and then we recruit more and more people for that purpose.
sure, sir.
And what about a student night? There are two, three students already coming to this. Oh, what about that lady who came yesterday? That professional girl. Uh, what was her name? Ragini or something? Maybe she
Rosni,
can also be
Rosni Jha.
Rosni Jha. Yeah, she is
Yes,
IT person, so she can be a good organizer. So
yes, yes,
talk to
yes,
her
yes.
if she can volunteer.
Yes, yes,
We-
yes, sure, sir. She is
Yeah.
our, she, so Rosni is our ancient student, sir. Means,
Okay, great. So
yes, yes,
then,
mm, mm,
here we have, she can be the organizer, and then we will recruit some more ladies to support this.
yes,
And then students, we already have two, three kids here who college students,
yes,
all
yes,
these
sir.
guys. Let's give them one night chance to sign.
Sure, sir.
So, so ask them which nights they would like to take over. Like pretty much, let's give the ladies to middle of the week, Wednesday night, and then students to like either Tuesday night or Thursday night.
Actually, one
Uh,
problem is Rosni working time is as like USA time. So Monday to Friday, it's not possible by her.
Okay, then I am leaving for now. Thank you very much.
yeah,
Okay,
thank
sir,
you,
sir.
Sharad.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you.
so yeah, but that I think the ladies' night will be more beneficial in the middle of the week, because then they have the
Yes,
set calendar,
yes,
for the Indian ladies, kids go to school, uh, husbands go to work, and then in the evening she has cooked her dinner, and then now she can talk 9 to 10. you know, weekends weekends they are busy, because again they have to go somewhere else with the family to visit and all that. So
our
uh,
interested ladies is a lot, sir, because in ancient time, a lot of student due to Rajni ma'am and Roli ma'am session, sir, a
yeah,
lot of ladies is present was present in session.
okay.
So
So then
all ladies are connected with me, sir.
okay,
If
so good. So then ask them that Wednesday night is going to be your night.
yes, yes,
We are going to start a one night for dedicated just for ladies conversation. You guys can
sure.
initially they can talk whatever they want to talk about, and then later on they can decide what else they want to do. If they
Yes,
want to divert into more nights they are
sure.
meeting, hey, we have a space, they can.
Yes, yes, sir.
so 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 let's plan one night with ladies and one night with the students. So talk
Sure.
to these two three students we have, that
Yes,
which they would like to do. They have
sure.
they can do it on Tuesday, or maybe Tuesday too early part of the week, maybe then Friday night or Thursday night probably.
Yes.
So take their vote,
Yes,
see
sir.
what it is.
Sure, sir. Category needed, sir, because one
Yes,
category is not always good, sir.
yeah, that
Different type of category is good for this
yeah.
session, sir.
So okay, all right.
Okay.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everybody.
sir.
Yeah, bye,
Bye bye.
Thank you
Bye.
so much, sir, for
bye.
this one. Bye, sir.